today. How was it?
It was good.
Good?
Good Wednesday for us. Full pads. Normal, typical Wednesday insertion and whatnot. So, a lot of work there. It's good.
What day? You guys are heading out Sunday or Monday?
Sunday.
Sunday?
Second. We'll start our first practice down there. Will be on the third training side.
Because there's a media gathering on the 4th, I think. Is that
That's not for us.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
You want to go?
No. No.
Can you talk a little bit about the Rose Bowl experience last year and then this year and what that is probably doing to, I don't want to say improve your chances, but just improve you as a whole, the whole team, just having gone through this last year, the preparation?
I have no idea. We haven't been there yet, so we've just been here. So we'll figure that out.
Well, I mean, at the game. I'm talking about like the month and a half leading up to, a big game.
Yeah, it's the same. We've kept the same schedule as we had for the Rose Bowl last year, so it's just a week later. So we got another week of practice here, as opposed to this week last year. We were down at Pasadena getting ready for practice down there. So our schedule hasn't changed, and nothing's changed from that standpoint.
Is there such a thing as too much practice time, though? I mean, or is that a good thing?
No, I mean, I think yeah, there is, but I mean, we don't practice every day, so. We practiced for 3 days, and then we took 3 days off, and then we practiced for 5 days, and then we took a break at Christmas, and we'll practice for 5 days this week, and then they have Saturday and Sunday off, and then we'll get into our bowl week preparation down there. So, I think we're smart in our approach, and in terms of not practicing every day, but I think we're getting our requisite amount of work in.
Chris Peterson was here yesterday. What's your relationship like with him?
He's a good friend. He came to watch practice. They were done playing. They played in the Vegas Bowl, and he came over and watched Coach Speckman from Willamette's over there right now. So, we're guys that have been to come watch us practice. We go watch them practice. So it's a normal thing in college football.
What do you guys talk about? Are you talking like football strategy?
We talk about how to deal with you guys. And he told me to ban all you guys. So if we ban you next year, blame Chris Peterson.
Chip, how much do you think the success in the last couple seasons has been system and how much has been players?
It's all players. I mean, if it was a system, then everybody would run it. So I think there's so much blown into that stuff it's the system they run. Well, then I would say every coach in the country is stupid for not running that system then, because if it's a system that's going to get you to score 50 points a game, then you should all run it. It's, this game is played by players and won by players. And it's not surprising that the 4 guys that were finalists for the Heisman Trophy, their team records was 47-2. One team lost on a field goal, and the other team lost to the other guy that was in it. So, this game's college football has always been about the players, and the team with the best players usually are the teams that are competing for the championship. So.
What about the idea of just physical talent in players versus kind of maturity and character and all those issues?
No, there's a whole physical talent probably is overrated, to be honest with you. It's all about the makeup of them. There's a lot of guys that when you put out height, weight, speed, 40, all those other things, they may not compute, but then when you put him out on the field, he's the best football player. You look at Tom Brady in the NFL, he's a 6th-round draft choice. He's arguably the best player in the NFL. So everybody missed on him maybe from a physical standpoint, but it's putting the emphasis on the innate football ability, how smart they are, how intelligent they are, how willing are they to work at the game. So there's a ton to be put into that.
You got a lot of guys like that?
Yeah, I think we got a team made up of football players. I don't know if we're going to win a track meet, but we're not in the track meet. We got a bunch of football players that just know how to play the game and know how to practice and know how to prepare to play the game, and that's what we kind of hang our hat on.
Can you talk a little bit about Nick Cody, speaking of football players, what he brings to the team, what you like?
Yeah, Nick's a backup lineman for us. Has played sparingly this year, but he's a tough, hard-working kid that, is hopefully biding his time. And when we graduate a few players, he'll get an opportunity, hopefully, in years to come to see what he can do. But right now, he's a backup offensive lineman, real hard worker, great student athlete, everything you want in a student athlete.
We are doing a little something with him, pulled up some tape about when he was at high school, and he says, I want to go down there because there's players already talking about being in a national championship game, and of course now he's here and he's kind of seeing that dream come true for him. But what's it like for you to see kids who dream about that come here and they're being fulfilled, just getting a chance to
we don't really talk about dreams, to be honest with you. We talk about going out and preparing for it, and we're there not because we've dreamed about it, we're there because we prepared to play in this game. So it's awesome that they have those dreams, but we've never talked about dreams, and I've never once talked about our guys that here's our goals and aspirations. Our goal and aspiration is to practice really well today. And if you continue to string a lot of those together, then you'll have an opportunity to continue to play, and that's why we're doing what we're doing right now.
It's funny because that's what he said. He said it didn't really feel like a dream season or magical season. It's just been work every day.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. And I think our players understand that. You can wish and hope for things all along, but instead of wishing and hope and go out and actually work for them, and that's what our players do.
What has Scott's Frost championship experience brought to this program?
I don't know. I mean, we never talk about that, so you can ask Scott what that brings. But I mean, he may talk to the receivers about it, but we've never addressed anybody on our team about being in championship games, all those other things, because you know we're not Nebraska, we're Oregon. So okay.
Do you wish you were playing this game this weekend?
No, I wish I was playing this game in 12 days. We're on schedule.
Hey Chip, have you been following LeGarrett's performances in the
Yeah, I
NFL?
talked to LG. I talked to him Christmas Eve. I talked to LG a couple times a month, so he's doing great. I'm really proud of him, and what he's doing doesn't surprise me. So,
What's sort of your relationship with him now?
phone relationship.
Yeah. Does he call you? You
Yeah,
call him?
I just told you I talk to him once or twice a month, and I talked to him on Christmas Eve most recently. So.
How much?
Highlights from the game the other day when
Yeah, I caught some of those, but that's stuff he did here. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. What he's doing right now is the same exact thing. I mean, you guys have all seen him. You look at the run in the Oklahoma State game where he jumped over a guy. Very reminiscent of what he did the other day, but that's the skill set that he brings. So.
just fun to see him do that.
It is, and he's happy. He's got a great mindset right now. Real concerned about his family and his kid, and focused on just working as hard as he can at being what he can. And I think he's the leading rusher for rookies in the NFL right now. So it's an awesome deal for him.
And you sort of changed course a little bit last year after consulting with people. You put him on a schedule to get back on the field. Does that make you feel better now about that? The fact that he's doing so well, he had that chance in the NFL.
No, it was never about football, so I don't.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, I don't look at him and say he had a long run, so that was good that I put him back. It's got nothing to do with it. I'm not concerned about LG as a football player. I'm concerned about him as a person, and that's what I've said since day one. So.